All right, welcome to another episode of Cigars with Stan. I have an incredible guest today. Mr. Ron Knerr is here. He is the writer for A Moveable Feast. He loves to do restaurant reviews, and sometimes I actually tag along with him. So this is going to be a fun 5, 6, 7 minutes here. Ron, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Stan. Thanks for having me over. I can say that writing Moveable Feast column's been an exciting part here of being able to go sample some different restaurants and trek outside our local area to find some new dining finds.
And I think that's what people love about it, is that you're going places where they've never been before, probably, in a lot of cases. So, what are you smoking today?
It's an Oliva Series 5.
And where did you first find out about that? Was that you just happened upon it, or?
I happened upon it at the local golf course, where I picked it up, so giving it a try. It's actually pretty good.
Now that's interesting. Our last guest, when I asked him about the cigar he was smoking, said the exact same thing.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely, same thing. So obviously, cigars and golf go pretty well together. In fact, I was talking about the fact that the one I had on the last show was over at Black Hat, was the little Maduro that I get. It's a great tasting cigar, but it's not that expensive. So when you're out on the golf course, if you drop a $10, $11 stick, you get a little upset.
Right,
If you happen to forget a $3 stick, it's not quite so bad. So I'm smoking a Placencia. Now, I'd never had one of these before. And Sam over at Black Hat, once again, was telling me all about them, and they came out with a new box, an octagon or a hexagon box of new ones, and they're taking back their brands because they had somebody else make them. I could be making all this up, and it could be all
I
wrong.
saw the hexagon box on the Black Cat website.
Yeah. But this is it's a real cigar. It's got a lot of body to it. It's a Maduro. I got the Maduro wrapper. We talked a little bit about that. With the Maduro, it's just aged longer, basically, than your natural. Is that a Maduro or no?
I don't
It
think
looks
so.
like
It's
a little in
lighter.
between.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've enjoyed them. I've had a couple of these so far now, and they're really tasty. Like I said, full body. I mean, it's not for the faint of heart. It's
I prefer a little bit lighter.
right.
But
That's why they make 32 flavors, right?
right.
So, A Moveable Feast. Obviously, we're on A Moveable Feast. I'll spit that out in a second. We're on A Moveable Feast now. We've been running a couple of the episodes. So, a great tie-in, talking about golf and cigars. Obviously, after you have a great meal, there's nothing better than a great cigar.
Amen. Yeah.
So, you've been going out and doing restaurant reviews for A Moveable Feast. What is that like? What is it different because you're there and you know you're going to be reviewing the food, or what's the difference between that and just going out to eat dinner?
Well, we've tried a lot of the places that are local, and it really caused me to go look outside the local area and travel to. I think we were out in Eagle, and we're going to be going to a place in Doylestown this evening to try out. I know the readership on Moveable Feast is not immediately necessarily in the Norristown area, and there's interest in other areas of Montgomery County as well as Bucks County. And I've actually had a couple of places that were recommended to me by folks outside the immediate area to try. So that's why I think it's good to get out of the immediate area.
I'm glad you said in the Norristown area, because this is an undisclosed location that we're shooting from here. The studio for Cigars with Stan is not publicized, so I'm glad you said that. Because the fans would be all over the place.
Right.
They'd be mobbing the place. It would be all. So one of the things I thought about when I knew you were going to come on is. Because I've been with you on a couple of these excursions and always have a great time. You seem to pick the best places, which leads me to another question about how you've never really given a bad review yet. I can't wait until you actually end up going to a place that just stinks and you're like, no, don't go there. But
Yeah.
you seem to pick the best places.